All right, I'm going to go over a few more formulas, some basic formulas. First, let's go over the formula for finding the area of a triangle. Okay, so to find the area of a triangle, let's say you had a triangle such as this. All right, the area of the triangle, since we kind of understand what formulas are, is A equals B times H divided by 2. Okay? All right, so what does this represent? Remember, a formula is a mathematical equation that uses symbols to express a relationship. Okay? So these are symbols. A is a symbol, B is a symbol, H is a symbol. Now, there's some numbers, there's some parts of an equation that don't change, and those are called the constant, and they are represented by a number. So 2 doesn't change. It's always going to be there. So 2 wouldn't change, and if you remember correctly, the perimeter of a rectangle was P equals 2L plus 2W, okay? The 2 doesn't change. That's called a constant. The symbols are called variables, and they do change because they vary, all right? That's why they're called variables, okay? All right. So what does this represent? What does B and H represent? Well, B is called the base of a triangle, or the bottom of the triangle. It's called base, and it's represented as B. And the height of the triangle from this point all the way down to the base, it's called height, and that's H. So what it's saying here is the area of a triangle is the base, whatever that is, times H divided by 2. Okay, so only half of H. So let's say we had a triangle such as, no, it's not perfect, there we are. Let's say that the height of that triangle was 6 and the base was 10 inches. 10 inches and 6 inches. Well, let's plug it in. Substitute, all right? So we substitute. When we take the 6 and we put it into the H, we're substituting the H for the 6 and the 10 for the B for the 10. So A equals 10 times 6 divided by 2. Okay. All right. So let's do the math there. 6 divided by 2 is going to be 3, and that equals 10 times 3, which equals 30. Okay. Now you could do that another way if you wanted to. If you didn't want to divide first, right? If you wanted to multiply first, then you do 10 times 6, which is going to equal this, 60 divided by 2, and 60 divided by 2 is 30. So you get the same answer. Okay? All right. Let's look at another formula. Let's look at the formula for temperature. Okay, so if you ever wondered, if you had a thermometer that gave you only the temperature for Celsius and you wanted to change it to Fahrenheit, well, that's this, okay? So Fahrenheit represent as F for Fahrenheit, equals 9, that's a constant, and then C, that's Celsius, divided by 5 plus 32. Okay, so if we, so again, the variables here are Fahrenheit and Celsius. This is a constant, this is a constant, and this is a constant. So if we had, let's see here, what would be one that we could use? Let's use 10. So we had a Celsius equaled 10, all right? That's what the thermometer said, 10 degrees. Then we're going to plug it into this. So that C is going to go over there to this C right here. And we're going to do 9 times 10 divided by 5. It's all in parentheses, remember that, plus 32. So let's do that. That'd be 90 divided by 5. Okay, so let's do that. 5 into 90. That's 1 time 5. Now we have 4. And that's 8. So it's 18. So that's going to be 18. So Fahrenheit equals 18 plus 32. And what does that equal? So it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit when it's 10 degrees Celsius, okay? So just remember this formula, it's important. You'll probably use it later on in your life. All right, so let's look at the formula for changing from Fahrenheit to Celsius. And that's this one right here. So that's C equals 5 times F minus 32 divided by 9. All right, so let's say we had F equals, let's make it easy on us. Let's see, we can't make it easy. Let's see here. What could we do to give us a whole number? How about we do 41? So it's 41 degrees outside. Okay, well, we're going to take that F in the Fahrenheit, we're going to plug it into this one right here. So let's move forward with it. So we have C equals 5 times 41 minus 32 divided by 9. Okay. Well, what does that equal? Well, 41 minus 32, let's do that over here. One minus 2, can't do that, so we change that to a 3, put that one over there, now it's a 9. And 3 minus 3 is 0, so it's 9. So now it's 5 times 9 divided by 9. All right, so 5 times 9 is 45. Then we divide that by 9. And what does that equal? Well, that equals 5. So Celsius would equal 5 degrees if Fahrenheit equals 41 degrees. All right? Okay. Let's go over one or two more. Let's go over distance, speed, and time. Okay. So if you're traveling and you're going 80 miles per hour, right? And you want to know how far you'll get after you travel 2 hours, you're just going to times that by 2 because this is 80 miles per hour and time is 2 hours. So it's 2, and that equals 160. Okay. And what if we were traveling 60 miles per hour? And we're traveling for 3 hours. Well, that's going to equal 180 because 6 times 3 is 18. Move that 0 over there too. It's 180. So look at that. The speed changed, the time changed, and the distance changed. So we could rewrite that as a formula as rate multiplied by time equals distance. Distance. You could reverse that as d equals rate multiplied by time. Okay, so let's just say that we were traveling 30 miles per hour and we traveled for 5 hours. What would be the distance? Well, that'd be 150 miles. Okay? And then again, R stands for the speed or the rate. All right. And T stands for the amount of hours that you're traveling. All right? All right, well, that's it for right now.